Creativity, nostalgia, business. What are you building with Legos?
So there's a few Star Wars cosplay going on here. Well, let me see. Trying to navigate here with the stroller. Find my kid. There's an Inferno Squadron right there. It looks pretty cool. Stormtroopers. You take pictures with. Okay. Oh, it's a Jawa. Hello. Oh. Getting photobombed. Actually, video. Vlogging. Hey, I just realized that this is a Lego Darth Vader. This Royal Guard is probably 6'8" or 7. I don't know, maybe not 7, but this is a really tall dude. Of course, my daughter, hey, you can't cut in line. It's like, come here, baby. Wait for your turn. Just a backdrop, and it's the Battle of Hoth. Actually, look. So, all right, we're up next. Well, I'm sure my daughter will love this. They actually have Duplo minifigures. I think they're one of the only vendors that have them. So we'll see what she wants. But yeah, this is a good idea. Not enough Duplo vendors. Good for the younger kids to think about. But these guys have a lot of stuff. But I mean, you want to get a collectible set, this is the place to come. The price point's kind of high though, in my opinion. I thought I was gonna walk out of here with, you know, bags full of Legos, but we'll talk about it more when I get home. But I feel like the price point is a little bit high, unless you want a collectible, something specific you're looking for. Don't want to pay the shipping cost. You want to get it from here. I mean, the vendors have to pay, you know, for the table themselves. So they need to mark up the prices a little bit to make some money, which makes sense. But Isla, what are you building? Oh, look at that. A whole bunch of flowers. They have a lot of accessories here. Well, that's the end of the day for Brickfest today. And I'll say, I thought I was going to buy a whole bunch of stuff. I bought one thing. And my favorite thing that I bought at Brickfest is, you ready for it? Not Lego related. I bought soda. I spent maybe $30 on this. And this was the most worthwhile thing I could have bought. I didn't want to just drop a dime. When I go home, I'll talk about it more. To me, I think this event is a double thumbs down, and we're standing right in front of it, but I don't care. What, kick me out. We're out already. So, okay, well, I'll talk to you guys a little bit later. My wife is cracking up because she knows it's true. I mean, what did we buy? We just bought one Lego, one Duplo-related polar bear that my daughter is licking on my wife. But that's it. And that's our experience at Brickfest, yes? Alright, I'll talk to you later. Alright guys, so we're back home and I'm enjoying a drink. Oh, iced water is so good. Okay, well, my thoughts on Bricklink without ranting too much. There are some Brickfest Live correction, not Bricklink, Brickfest Live. So there were things that were good about it. They had some interactive stations, like the architecture station, the glow in the dark parts, and they had pictures with the Scout Troopers and the Star Wars cosplays. That was really cool. And they had a couple of Lego statues, Lego builds, the Lego Darth Vader and the Woody. Those were pretty cool. But the thing is, these kind of events also attract buyers and sellers. So my deal is if I use my example, I was ready to spend on if I found something interesting. I'm not talking about the biggest deal, like if I found a sticker or even a box, even a set that I like, that I would pay 200 for. But see, I wouldn't have to pay shipping. It would be reasonable for me to purchase that from Brickfest Live. But the issue is they were selling a $200 set for $260. And it all boils down to the cost of the vendors. One of the vendors told me, oh, by the way, my house is a mess, guys. I have a whole bunch of used Legos that I'm sorting. Yeah, so one of the vendors told me that they paid, I think, $700 for their table. So that is the main problem with Brickfest Live. Because if you're charging the vendors so much, they're forced to hike the prices up. And not only that, a lot of vendors are just not gonna set up a table because, we had maybe 8 to 10 vendors there, probably. I think that place, if you look at the footage of how much empty space there was, you could have 40 vendors in there, 30 to 40 vendors. And so much more to offer to the buyers at better deals. See, if they charged the vendors about $200 or $300, you'd have many more. You'd have more options. You'd have more buyers. See, they had a lot of lost opportunity. I did see some people buying, but if I was ready to dish out a couple of hundred, let's say, right, hypothetically, and I only spent $4, well, that's a lot of lost opportunity for, buyers, but even for Brickfest Live. And they're shooting themselves in the foot by their narrow-minded approach of charging the vendors so much. Actually, the mock tables, I asked them how much they paid for their table, and they said that it was free. They had their mock setups set up. Brickfest Live just gave them a table for free. So, cut some slack on the vendors so that their pricing could be reasonable, and that way you have more vendors and more options, and the buyers and the customers and people will come back. Everybody will have fun and enjoy their experience. I caught myself going round and round and wondering where the other vendors are. I'm like, okay, I get it. You have hats here and you have crazy prices here, crazy prices there. But one vendor that I really liked was the one with the bags. They excluded the minifigures and they had the bricks and the instructions in the bag, and they were selling them at a reasonable price. So that's my take on Brickfest Live. Well, I'm not saying I'll never go back necessarily, but I will go back with the mindset that I'm not gonna spend necessarily on that much on Legos. It will be for my kid more. But then again, why don't I just go to Legoland? Legoland is much further away, but for a Houston event, it is what it is. But if another Lego related event comes to Houston, they're gonna leave these people in the dust. I think that's what it is. So if you work for Brickfest Live and you get to see this video, please don't charge the vendors that much. And I think that's the biggest fix to most of the problems with Brickfest Live. If you look at the reviews, people have there are mixed reviews, but people it's more negative than positive. I don't want to put a negative spin on it, but that's my honest opinion, guys. So that's it for today's video. If you liked the video, please like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And I'll see you